Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be trying out the new ColourPop No Filter Foundation Stick. I'm super excited. I've never used a foundation stick before, so this is going to be interesting, but I'm excited to try it. Now, unfortunately, this is not going to be a wear test video. It's just going to be a first impressions. My mother is moving out. She has lived with me for the past 3 months, and she's going to be taking her camera back in just a few hours. So I have a limited amount of time to film, and I really wanted to film this video. So I'm going to give you what I can give you and give you my initial first thoughts on the new product. So a lot of people really loved the No Filter foundation, so I'm hoping that the foundation stick is going to live up to its standards. I got the shade Fair 30C. I hope it's going to work. I'm not sure, but I mean, I have fair skin, so this should be fine. It comes with 0.34 ounces of product. This is how much you see when it's opened. So I think for a foundation stick, that's pretty good considering this is only $10. Yes, this is $10. So I'm hoping this is going to match me. Yeah, it matches me enough, so that's good. Real quick, I'm going to prime my face with the Becca Backlight priming filter real quick. Okay, so my skin is primed and I'm going to put on this headband to make it a whole lot easier to do my foundation because it could get pretty crazy. I don't know. So yes, I'm gonna start using this. Hopefully I don't need a lot of product, then the $10 for this would be really worth it. This is my first time using this, if I didn't say that, so I'm not really sure how much I'm gonna need. So if I need more, I'll just apply more. And I'm gonna do one side of my face with a beauty blender and the other side with a brush. I don't use brushes, so I think this is a foundation brush. It's a Lexi 524T, but brushes are brushes and it'll be fine. So I'm gonna use the blender first, and it's dampened. I wouldn't say it's the easiest to use a sponge to do this, but it does give a really nice, like, natural skin finish to my face. Like, I can't really tell that there is foundation on my face. It just looks like skin, but it's definitely kind of a light to medium coverage. I wouldn't consider it medium, but we will add more if we need to. And I probably should have waited to do this side, but I'm gonna do the brush side now. I'm gonna go ahead and say that using a brush is the easiest to apply the foundation with. Beauty blender is just a little bit more harder, but it gives it a better looking finish on this side, I do say. At least I can see it down here, not in here. I do want to see if this stuff is buildable, so I am going to add more product and try and see if we can get it to a nice medium coverage. Already I can say that I have a dry patch right here, and I have normally oily skin, and I have a dry patch down here and over here, and it is sticking to it, and you can definitely tell it's a dry patch. But you can tell with all of my foundations, my dry patches. I haven't found my holy grail foundation that just doesn't show dry patches, if that's even possible. So it does show dry patches, but all my foundations show my dry patches, so I'm not mad about it. I'm just gonna do one side real quick, and I'm just gonna use the brush because it was way easier to do, and I don't want to just pound my face with this beauty sponge. Okay, so I'm gonna let it sit and settle into my skin so I can see if it's tacky and what have you. So I'm just gonna let it do its thing for a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, so it sit for a few minutes and I think it's a little tacky, not bad. I can go without powdering my face, but since I do have oily skin, I'm going to at least powder my T-zone and underneath my eyes once I conceal, because I get oily skin real fast and I don't want to be super shiny, so yeah. So of course I'm going to conceal real quick with my Tarte Shape Tape. This is the shade Fair Neutral. And now I'm just going to powder my T-zone with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I can say my skin looks so much more smoother where I put my translucent powder, but for a $10 foundation stick, this is the bomb.com. This is some good stuff. I mean, usually my nose already is cracking because product just doesn't stick to my nose right here. I don't know why. It just looks terrible. But it is in there like swimwear, if I do say so myself. Wow, I really like this foundation. Good job, ColourPop. Boom. And honestly, I barely even used any product putting it on my face, so I think this could last you a couple months. But $10 for a 3-month supply is pretty good. Maybe less. I don't really know. I've never used foundation sticks. I don't know how long it lasts, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and I will be back. Okay, so I'm done with my makeup and I did a few other things. So it's been about 45 minutes since you last saw me, and total time since I started filming and applying the foundation has been about an hour and a half. So in an hour and a half, pretty much looks the same. I don't know exactly what's happened, but you can't really tell that I have the dry patches there like I did before. So I don't know if that's the makeup slipping off or just everything else on top of it. I mean, you can still kind of see my dry patches, but they don't look as horrible. That makes sense. But it doesn't look like any of the foundation has slipped off within an hour and a half. So that's a plus. The foundation still looks really good here where it normally looks really bad. And my overall first impression, if I had to rate this foundation, the ColourPop No Filter Stick, out of a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. Price-wise, 10. Coverage, 8, because it's not a full coverage, but it's a good light to medium coverage, and you can build it from light to medium depending on what you want. And if you just want to wear the foundation as it is with just the one coat, it looks like you're not even really wearing foundation, but your face looks so smooth and so natural that it's beautiful, and it just makes everything look better. It's literally no filter. It makes you look so good. But I really wish I could do a wear test, but so far in an hour and a half, things are looking pretty good and the exact same. So maybe a whole 8 hours will do really well. And I'm not really shiny other than the fact that I've put the Becca No Filter primer on, because this one's the illuminating one. So that's where that's illuminating, other than my highlighter, but I haven't even gotten oily yet. It hasn't even busted through my powder, so again, plus. But my overall rating for this is a 9 out of 10. I love this. This is really good. I cannot wait to wear this all the time. I'm going to trade this in for all my other foundations, so good. I wouldn't consider using this for like a glammed up makeup, like you want to go full on glam. I can't do that. I don't full on glam. But as a natural, like everyday foundation, really good. Like to go to the store and stuff, not to like a fancy dinner, which I kind of over highlighted for this foundation. It's not like glamorous, but whatever. I guess that's it, and that's all I have to say. This is a really great foundation stick, and I do recommend it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe. It would mean the world to me. We could become YouTube friends, and I would really appreciate it because I have over 500 of you lovely people. And yeah, comment down below if you have tried this, if you want to try it. I recommend it, and we can talk about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.